Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Umwaglo, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac. Hello, Internet.
Good day. So last time we...
Looking at something hideous.
It's not the best design, but I don't think it's the worst one in the game.
Yeah, no, it's not the worst one in the game.
No. So I guess we'll just start off with like a tiny bit of cryptic news. They've released a new R&D pack promotion, which features the 26th century heavy dreadnoughts,
which is the thing you see below us.
Yeah, one of which
it's huge.
One of which is the Enterprise J, or the Universe class, I believe they call it.
It's ugly.
It's not the greatest looking ship. In all honesty, like I actually remember years ago when Cryptic was doing the contest to for the Enterprise F, which ended up being the why am I blanking on the name? Which was added into the game. They had talked about the possibility of having the Enterprise J added, and basically said that ship's just a little too big. The Odyssey class. Yeah, the Odyssey class. So Cryptic was like, that ship's a little too big.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I thought the Vengeance that I am flying was pretty huge before.
The Vengeance is a very large ship. But the Vengeance, even ignoring the Anti-J, the Vengeance isn't even the largest flyable ship in the game.
No, that's true.
The Scimitars are bigger.
Yeah, Scimitars are pretty big too.
I believe... I mean, I'd have to actually pull it out and check, but I believe the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier might be larger.
I don't know, I've never seen one of those.
Fek'Leri Carrier is probably a larger ship.
This here Eternal's pretty big.
What's that? Oh,
the Eternal, the one next to us.
Yeah, the Temporal Dreadnought is a very large ship. A lot of the Alachi ships are pretty big.
Mm-hmm. See, so what I don't like about this thing is it looks like I should be able to snap off the nacelles like a chicken wing.
Yeah,
and then eat it.
So, all right, we're just gonna pop out this week.
Oh yeah, we're doing a Foundry thing.
Yeah, this week we're gonna be doing some Foundry stuff.
We just had the perfect shot of the Enterprise J below us.
Yeah, and because this week there was a Lobby sale going on, I went and picked up the NX refit. So I'm gonna fly that around for a bit. All right. So which system were you saying again?
Omar system. It's down in the Ryza sector. Ryza sector.
Oh, yep, seen. Okay.
Just south of Ryza. Space south.
Start flying there now.
Because actual south doesn't make sense because there's no magnetic poles in the universe.
That's right.
Unless there are. I'm not a physicist.
There you go. Camera was being a little glitchy with the NX because it's kind of a small ship. So Cryptic did add more than just the Universe class. They also did create a version for the Romulans and the Klingons, which those two versions actually do look better.
If I mained Romulan, I would actually legit want the Romulan one.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of interesting because they all take the same sort of design aesthetic, which is taking the iconic design of each faction and then just sort of stretching the ship out like it was made of taffy.
Yeah, that's my big problem with it. Really, is it's like it looks like it's a distorted 3D model that's been like stretched.
Yeah, like that's
wrong.
That's kind of the thing about the thing about the Enterprise J, which always sort of throws me off, is that it is super long and super flat. Whereas, like, yeah, a lot of Federation, a lot of Star Trek ships in general are kind of large, but they still kind of tend to be like bulky, a little chufty.
Yeah.
They
and also, to
they
be
have
totally
heft to them.
fair to the designers of the game, the Enterprise J basically only existed as a picture on screen.
Yeah.
I guess there was only one here.
Oh, okay.
It was Crystalization.
Yeah. Well, it's a Foundry Challenge one, so
Yes. I'm going to feel really bad if we start doing this and realize we'd already done it.
no,
But I don't think we have.
I can definitely say that we haven't.
Okay. Well, as long as you know that we haven't.
Yeah, I can definitely say that we haven't.
Honestly, the only Foundry missions I remember are that one that's based on cause and effect, and then the one where we were dealing with Star Wars things.
Yeah, those ones were kind of goofy.
Yes.
That was
In a
kind
fun
of
way.
yeah. That was actually kind of cool. One thing that I'm still kind of sad about, like as much as I actually do like doing recordings of Foundry missions, like showing off the work that people have been doing in the game.
Cryptic doesn't make it easy to find it.
Yeah, they're still super hard to find. And like I should definitely be doing more to like note down interesting titles as I fly around the galaxy. Because actually do remember having seen a few along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just yeah. What was I gonna talk about? Yeah, so by this point I'll have shown a photo of what all the three heavy dreadnoughts are. And like the camera is starting to.
No, I think something weird happened.
Yeah, I think you might have progressed the story a little bit further than was
Said
anticipated.
test my engines.
Yeah. We're running into one of those same issues where, because we do these things in co-op, the missions.
Yeah, it's like, hey kids, don't Foundry as co-op.
Yeah, the missions kind of get a little glitchy.
Which, kind of bad when you're doing an MMO.
Yeah, that is actually like not the greatest design.
On the other hand, I think this was probably not the first, but one of the first MMOs to have like user creation tools.
It was definitely early, but like
In fact,
this game is still years after the superhero ones,
City of Heroes,
City of Heroes and
Which
Champions
is, in
Online.
fact, also made by Cryptic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Cryptic was doing this long before.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Well, I know EverQuest had that one thing, that landmark thing that never went anywhere.
Yeah, that was kind of meant to be something a little different.
Yeah, it was basically supposed to be MMO Minecraft with like
basically
voxel graphics.
Yeah, that's basically it. So this station is oddly super secret.
And evil.
Oh no.
It's probably Section 31.
Oh no.
Okay, I think that's what happens. We advance to like the warp map.
Yeah, or the warp phase at least. Yeah, we definitely sort of glitched out. How
Hey,
this
Tholians.
Hey, Tholians.
Who would have thought Tholians would show up on a mission called Crystalization?
Yeah.
Spoilers, we're actually in Final Fantasy Land. Not that spaceships are actually out of the ordinary for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, actually, they're not that unusual. The NX is a pilot ship, but it is unfortunately not a pilot ship, so I can't.
So it doesn't have the maneuvers?
Yeah, so it doesn't have the maneuvers.
So you can't do a barrel roll.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Sad.
I still don't have a ship that has that.
They're super fun.
Yeah.
Have any had it since those first 3 pilot escorts?
I'm going to double check,
but...
and I'm going to make a note at this point to say so. I actually don't know if there have been. One of the JJ Prize box ships might have been pilot.
Oh yeah, I think the Romulan one was.
The Romulan?
Or no, the Klingon.
I think it would have been the Klingon. Because I think the Romulan one and the Vengeance were both Intel.
Yeah. Yeah, the Klingon thing, I think it was pilot because it was
it was probably a bird of prey.
Yeah. It was the one from Into Darkness, which was a
was it a D6X? I think
something like that. Yeah,
like D7X or something. I think they were calling it.
Yeah, but it was like a fightery type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it was small and
yeah. So I think that one was pilot, and I think that was actually like the only pilot class ship that has been in the game since the not Defiance. Which also still
those maneuvers are super fun.
Yeah, which also still makes me a little upset because the Defiant doesn't have them. The Cryptic does some really cool stuff, and some of their specialization ships are like really fascinating, but they don't do enough to support them.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if there's like, especially with that Defiant, if there's just something legally or whatever that made them have to do the Defiant a certain way.
Yeah. All right. And you seem to not be in this instance.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I love when this happens.
Alright, where am I supposed to... Who am I supposed to... Okay, I'm supposed to talk to here. Alright, so it's just basically get some details about what's going on. And this is a interesting device that they've used for a teleporter, for the transporter.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it says made before you could ship maps, or you just didn't want to do that, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't...
On the other hand, I do remember another mission we did complain about how many map ships there were.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, yeah, they just did a phase shift instead of a map transition. But yeah, like there was that one that we did that was just so many map changes.
Mm-hmm. So you're missing my rainbow lasers.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, they're killing Tholians real good.
They're like
You're making them all shiny colors because you're pouring lights, pouring rainbows through crystal beings.
yeah, the rainbow lasers are still such good weapons.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
That's why I use them.
Maybe I should get my set ready to be used by someone, if not myself. 'Cause, like, I bet I could probably. I have to see what set I have Nailin using. What is that? What do I have him using? Oh, the Mako. Really, the Mako set? I could probably give him the temporal operative one instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright, I think that's what that choice was supposed to do. It was like, maybe you can set up a force field here, and I didn't see a way to interact, but I think it just automatically put up the force field.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have that option, actually. I'm assuming it's based on that whole...
Yeah, which kit
the
you
kit
chose.
you went with, which is a neat way of doing those kind of career-specific options they do in the actual missions.
Yeah, it's at least an interesting way to try, because it's actually possible that, or at the very least, when this was made, they may not have had the ability to scan for that. That's probably why it was suggesting, like, hey, you should take the kit which matches your career.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of reading this one.
Yeah.
One dialogue says, "It's time to kill some Tholians." I, of course, chose.
Yeah, of course you would.
Of course I would. Renegade for life. Gonna defenestrate a dude out a window. Defenestrate's actually a very funny word.
Defenestrate is a great word. There we go. Yep. Now Nayland's using some rainbow lasers.
Yay!
Oh,
So he's a dinosaur equipped with rainbow lasers. That's pretty good.
that's right. Nayland is pretty rad. Like, I actually really like his passive ability as well. Like, that's actually very handy for a bridge officer.
So even the dialogue prompts like imply that you should be with a group.
I mean, you are technically always in a group.
Yeah, but I mean of other people.
All right. Some of these groups are a little bit chufty. You know, whatever. Since we're in different instances, I can just call in the rest of my squad.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot easier. Okay, yeah. At least like that warning was more one of like, hey, we know that map. Like we're not doing a map transition. We're doing a phase transition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, we recognize that if you are playing in a group, you're probably gonna break something. So it's not a bad fire effect they've got going on one of these doors here. I don't know if that's a glitch or intentional though.
Ooh, that was dark.
What one's that?
How far are you?
I'm in the Dizer right now.
Okay. The talkie thing in there. You can get a bad end.
Oh.
I got a bad end.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Also, I like how these guys are, doing the thing that we always tell people not to do, and that is screw with Borg technology.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to their credit, the Borg technology hasn't gone crazy yet. It's just that the Tholians found out about it and are trying to take it. Still, don't screw with Borg technology.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, whoops, yep. I didn't do the right choice.
What'd you do?
Uh, Tried to send him to Boots.
Yep.
Well, in a way, I guess I kind of figured that was what was going to happen. But the way they presented the question was... I didn't think... Like, I kind of didn't think there was actually a right answer from the way they presented it. So I'm not entirely sure what was expected.
Yeah, I don't know. I do appreciate that they can have you mess up.
Yeah. I was definitely having a bit where Nayland was acting as all of my bridge officers. So,
Yeah, because I got two of them, so mine are just going back and forth.
yeah, like that definitely makes a lot more sense. But in this one, Nayland was like discussing with himself, and that was definitely a little weird. Although, like, it is recognizing some of my other bridge officers here, so like I don't know. That's an interesting possibility.
Oh, what they're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting.
Oh, and then I got an option to like basically blow up half the room before I even went in there.
I got the ability to unlock the Borg that were locked behind there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that probably would have been helpful. I mean, unless it turns out that they also fight you, which would be...
They do, but you get a chance. They start attacking before you even enter the room. So if you wait a second, they'll be fully like aggroed on each other.
Okay.
Pretty much. I actually didn't fight anybody.
Nice.
Which I know doesn't sound like me, but, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool watching explosions.
Alright. Setting some charges. And once again, warning folks to make sure you stick together, or else you'll get locked behind the wall, and the mission will kind of break.
Anyway, I got to the end.
Yeah, I'm just about there. Like, I'm just talking with
The last few people.
some of the random folks that you could have a chat with if you so desired. Also, I've got a funny screen here where like half the station crew is sort of stuck against a wall right on top of each other.
That's happened to me too. Like 5 of them have kind of merged into one being. I imagine this is agonizingly painful,
Yeah.
and they are going to be a grotesque mutant of science for the rest of their lives. It's a shame.
Alright, yeah, and that was the end of that mission. Yeah, that was alright.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it. Fun little romp.
Yeah.
He avoided too many loading screens.
Yeah, like there was only like 2?
Yeah.
Like to load into the
to
mission.
load in the mission and then go from space to ground.
Yeah. I've always found that like the ability for Foundry authors to like to do the phase transitions to be quite like it's quite fascinating. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a harder thing to use, though. It's a more advanced technique, really, because like you definitely have to be careful because like you get into situations where like that author was trying to warn us about, like, hey, try to make sure your guys are like right next to each other because otherwise
don't trap yourselves in.
Yeah, because otherwise this is just gonna break.
Which thankfully we didn't have to deal with that because we broke the mission in another way.
Yeah, we broke the mission in other more interesting ways. Let's just say. But yeah, I actually kind of like that, and just the way this author tried to get around some of the limitations, like by having sort of like secondary objectives that weren't necessarily objectives, or by trying to do like an easy choice where they can give you your career choices without being able to scan your career. I don't know if that's something which has been fixed in modern Foundry, but that's kind of a neat way to try and go about it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's always neat when people kind of tweak what they can do to get the result they want.
Yeah. Definitely, I tend to find that some of the most interesting results from like these types of user generated content come from people who try and work around the limitations, because it gets people to think more about what it is they're trying to do, and just it just has a little bit more personality, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be in a community of like basically game makers, and seeing the way people try to work around their engine limitations gave lots of like you could tell things about the makers by the way they tried to get around some of the limitations and stuff. But so that'll be it for us for this week. Next week we'll probably be doing another Foundry mission, because I don't think there'll be anything new out of Cryptic. They'll still be in the middle of this the Breach event.
Yeah.
So we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.